But with ancestor readings, they're usually a lot more like immediate concern. You know, it's not something you could really kind of sit on this information. This is more like go now, act now. Okay, so the first question that I asked is, who is this ancestor that is around? I asked Spirit, a female ancestor, step forward. You get the big queen card. Now this card is like the matriarch of the family, okay? Kind of put you in the mind of a grandmother energy. So that's definitely what I get. I'm gonna read to you a little bit about this card just because I like to give context, okay? So this card is going to not only describe this ancestor, this spirit that's around you, but it's also going to give you insights into what you need to consider, okay? And you need to take, when I say take what resonates, take what resonates and apply it in your life how it resonates, okay? But all this information is going to be very useful, okay? Whether it resonates now, 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, okay? This message is specifically for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, the Big Queen. When the Big Queen appears in a reading, you're being asked to consider your roots in regard to Mother Wit. What would your ancestress say about whatever's going on in your life? What advice would they give? How would they handle the situation? The wisdom of our mothers is a portal to the past. That doesn't mean that you must do things exactly how they did or perceive the world exactly how they perceived it, because that would be impossible. What it does mean is that they should be given an opportunity to speak to you via your consideration. This not only connects us with the women in our bloodline, but it also connects us with nature as a whole. The change of the seasons and the cycles of birth, death, and decay will always be, but it is the space between that where a big queen inhabits. It is a spirit of continuity and the joy that its true comprehension brings that ensures nothing is ever truly lost, even if it can't be found for now. Okay. So therefore, there's always abundance. There's always beauty, and there's always a reason to celebrate. So this ancestor is very, like, positive. Like, look for the blessing in your current situation. That's what I'm hearing. Like, this ancestor is all about being happy, all about eating good food, all about celebrating, all about, you know, having drinks. This ancestor's message to you is start to accept more compliments, okay? There are going to be people that are going to be complimenting you for your beauty. So you need to make sure when people are complimenting you, you're not having that energy that's turning them away or turning them off. Like, are you accepting compliments with grace? That's the best way to put it, okay? So when, let's say a man comes up to you and says, "Oh, I love your eyes." You know, bat your eyes a little bit. Thank you. This is the energy of this ancestor. Very, I don't want to say flirtatious, but a little flirtatious, okay? The more messages that come, you know, along with this ancestor is, how do you give and receive pleasure? How do others in the world come into play? Like, where's the connection? One thing I want you to focus on is connecting with yourself, okay? Spend some time getting to know yourself on an intimate level, okay? Because for some reason, I'm picking up the vibe that you put other people's, like, emotions, feelings, and everything, like you rather be engulfed in another person's feelings and their situations than your own, okay? So you want to have that same lust for life when it comes to you and your situations, okay? Don't look at life like all is lost, like you'll never be happy again. That's what I'm picking up on. So this ancestor basically wants you to know that you should be celebrating right now. If the abundance isn't there in whatever way, if it isn't there now, all you have to do is direct your energy towards it. You know, start to eat, celebrate, you know, drink, you know, connect with friends. This will get you in that vibration of receiving whatever it is that you want at this time, okay? So, do you accept abundance in your life? How? That's a question you want to ask yourself. What aspects of your life do you nurture most? What aspects could use more nurturing? Which family members or friends do you nurture most? Are you neglecting anyone who deserves your attention? Do you purposely seek reasons to smile and laugh out loud every day? How often do you reflect on the beauty of being alive and being you? Okay, so again, self-exploration, okay? That needs to be your focus right now. You want to focus on, because this card with the big queen, you can tell she has like some form of, she's from an indigenous background or some form of African spirituality, because she has these tribal marks on her face and she has elaborate clothing on. It lets you know that she's a woman who engulfs herself in rituals. This could be self-love rituals, beauty rituals, you know, things that you do for yourself. I actually have Cleopatra goddess baths. I have spiritual baths, like luxury spiritual baths, all different kinds. I have the zodiac baths. I have cannabis and sativa baths. Like, it's so many things out here that you could do to just put yourself first, prioritize yourself, you know, like a nice bubble bath. Also have pre-rolls if you smoke. So like, it's more of a, it's not as harsh as like weed or CBD or tea, you know, whatever. It's more calming, relaxing, and they all have different properties, okay? So all my different smoke blends and all my different pre-rolls, they have different properties. So some work for like astral projecting, some work for seducing someone or attracting a lover. It's all, they have different things. So your journey, and this ancestor has me just talking about my products, and the thing is, it's like they're trying to get you to understand, like, it's like a part of you, part of yourself you lost. It's like you would rather, it's almost like you would rather, again, like they said in the beginning, it's like you would rather take care of another person and nurture them. It's almost like a distraction. You would rather distract yourself with other people. That's not good. This ancestor has me repeating this. How does all the knowledge I've accumulated or spiritual work I've done benefited my family and my community? What is my legacy? So this grandmother energy, she's giving big mama energy, okay? So she's trying to get you to lean more towards self-exploration, building a legacy, self-love. I don't care what you tell me. You can sit here and tell me all day, every day, I'm confident. I have a self-love routine. You know, I put myself first. This ancestor says that's cap. Okay. So you want to make sure you're taking time for yourself. Okay. Because this woman has on pearls. She has on elaborate jewelry, bright colors, bright tribal outfits. That's what you want to start to do. Maybe go get you a dashiki. Maybe start wearing like nice head wraps. Anytime that you see different things like elaborate type things, this is that ancestor saying, you know, this is what you need to be purchasing. Okay. This is going to be a way, I'm getting the energy of, this is going to be the way that you discover your self identity. So if you start to dress in these type of clothing and these type of pieces of jewelry, you'll start to attract in those people that are on that high vibration. Okay. And this ancestor is really working to bring this to you. Okay. And I'm going to go more into detail about this ancestor, okay? So with the big queen, her message to you is universe, solitude, and patience, okay? So intuitively, I'm picking up on the fact that you need to do more research on the law of attraction, okay? Thoughts become things. What you think, you will attract, okay? So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to attract negative things. It's not to say that you're trying to think negative thoughts, but you just need to be more mindful, you know. And again, putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself, journaling, you know, like I said, doing spiritual baths, that's going to help you kind of clear that gunk off of you. It's going to help you bring yourself back to that equilibrium spiritually, okay? Because there's a lot of different factors that affect a person's energy. So you want to make sure you're taking that time for yourself at the end of the week, or maybe at the beginning of the week on like a Sunday, take you a bubble bath, pour you a glass of wine, light you a candle, have some crystals around you. Like I said, maybe a pre-roll or something like that. Like, this ancestor wants you to live like more lavish, okay? It's kind of like it gives me the vibe that you're living in gray, okay? And this ancestor is coming forth with all these bright colors. Like, she has on, I wouldn't even say bright colors, but it's more of an elaborate, I'm going to send you pictures as well, but it's more of elaborate details, okay? So like her earrings have different pearls on it, and it has different shapes and everything to it. You know, just puts you in the mind of tribal wear, okay? So this ancestor is like, I'm bold, I'm bright. You know, people have no choice but to look at me when I walk in the room, okay? And right now you're living more in gray. This ancestor says you need to step into the brightness, into the color. You know, get your lust for life back, okay? This is going to help you start to build that legacy. It's going to attract you to the people that it needs to attract you to, okay? So, focusing on the you in universe, okay? Focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. So, anytime you're thinking, start to become more mindful of your thoughts. If you're having a negative thought, you're going to have to think 100 positive thoughts just to negate that one negative thought, okay? So just keep that in mind. Every time you're thinking negatively, immediately switch it back to positive. You know, anytime you're talking negatively about yourself, immediately switch it back to positive. Like, that's not acceptable, okay? Because what you're doing is attracting people who are not really going to love you, people who are going to deceive you, okay? And that's exactly what you're doing, because it's the vibration you're giving off. It's like, I don't really love myself. And, you know, these narcissistic men, it's like they pick up on that scent, okay? And it attracts that to you, okay? Another thing, this ancestor wants you to focus on solitude. So you have this woman who is like kneeling down, and she has like a book. So this lets me know you need to get more involved in your spiritual side in terms of, like I said, journaling, spending time alone, starting to go near the water, journal, start your shadow work. This is going to be very important in helping heal your chakras, bringing you back to that equilibrium. Patience, okay? Being patient, understanding that if you plant a seed today, it's not gonna, blossom tomorrow. You know, it takes time. So when it comes to this journey, this ancestor just wants you to realize you just have to start, okay? Start somewhere. This is a very good start, getting a reading. Very good start. But you have to continue doing this, because this is a form of self-love, okay? Because it's not every day you get to speak directly with your ancestor. You know, you can't pick up a phone, so it's good to be able to go to somebody who can make that contact for you, who can deliver the messages for you. That is self-love, okay? So continue doing this. Continue getting your readings. Continue getting your crystals. Start your shadow work. You know, it's going to help you uncover those hidden feelings that you don't realize that you have, okay? Because one thing about it, you're going to have some good things coming your way, but it's going to take you really, like I said, take a step back, look at the you in universe, find out where you belong in the world. What is it that you could be doing to add value to the world? Then you need your solitude, you know, taking that time for yourself, not being so engulfed in everybody else's business that you can't even take time to journal, 10 minutes before bed, or meditate 10 minutes before bed, or when you wake up. It's kind of like your priorities are fucked up. You know, this patience is letting me know that if you would just put half of the energy that you put into other people into yourself, you would be a lot further than where you are now. It's like you're playing in the background, like you're gray. This ancestor is getting very irritated, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. It's almost like you're deflecting your own shit because you're not healed. Like you're deflecting it's not deflecting. That's not the word. You're projecting. So it's like you put yourself in other people's business. You're projecting your own feelings and insecurities on other people. So therefore, You want to take that time to heal, step outside your body, step outside yourself, and have that spiritual experience. Because once you get on this journey, especially if you're working with me consistently, let me tell you, we're going to get to the root of it. We're going to get to the root of it, because what we're not going to do is project, negativity out into the world, especially when that's not our intent. Okay. So furthermore, you got the healing card. So you have this man, he's sitting like in the middle of the water. He has on an Ankh necklace representing, he's more spiritual than religious. And then, he's sitting like in a yoga pose, like he's just sitting, not crisscross applesauce. Yeah, crisscross applesauce. And then he has like this amethyst in his lap. And then it's like he's projecting out his body. So his astral self is like behind his physical body. And he's meditating. So this lets me know you need to be meditating. Like I was just saying that. Meditation is going to be essential. With meditation, a lot of people really don't get the concept of it. But what it does, it doesn't stop you from thinking. You shouldn't try to stop thinking. What it does is slows the thoughts down, okay? Because when you slow your thoughts down, you can realize, okay, everything is okay. My mind is just running 1,000 miles a minute. 9 times out of 10, you're an empath, so you're absorbing everybody else's energy around you, but you just don't know it. So you have all of these thoughts and all of these emotions and feelings that aren't yours. And then on top of that, you're getting yourself in other people's business. So it's not only you offering an opinion or giving an opinion. What it's doing, it's also making it to where it's affecting your energy. So where you think you're just adding value, you're really not. You could be putting that energy into yourself. And that's what this patience card really is about. It's like, be patient in your own healing. Be patient in your own vision for your own life, okay? Quit being so damn worried about what everybody else doing. Focus on yourself. Step into that queen mother energy. Step into a life full of color. Life is very dull right now, okay? But I'm going to tie this up in a more positive way because, I do see some positivity here. You have the swinging on the front porch card. Represents good times, cozy feeling. Slow down, be in nature, thankfulness. That's self-explanatory. It's telling you right there. Being grateful, and this ties into the law of attraction as well. Gratitude is huge, okay? With law of attraction and manifestation. You have to be grateful for what you already have in order to bring more of what you want into your life, okay? So if you look around and you're not satisfied with what you see, as far as looking in the mirror, as far as the car you drive, as far as the house you live in, as far as the people that are around you, you have 100% control to change it. Not saying you're fully in control of your life, but you are fully in control of your energy and what you put it into, okay? You're fully in control. You always have the power to change the flow and the direction of how things are going, okay? So never think you're doomed, or never think it's too late for you, or never think anything like that. Please take what resonates. Spirit has me rambling. And sometimes when I do readings, I feel like I be all over the place, like with the Ancestor readings, but they just be talking so fast. And me trying to relay the message in the best way is kind of like, just take what resonates as it comes, okay? Just a disclaimer. So your last card you have is 2 peas in a pod. Represents soul partnership, resonance, true love, mirror match, blessings, life mate. Okay. So I don't know if you're married or anything yet, but if you're not, it's definitely letting me know that this partner is coming, but it's going to take you stepping into that queen energy. Okay? Although that's the ancestor that came forward. Remember, I was telling you, we tend to emulate the energy of this ancestor. So that's a good thing because this ancestor is such a strong, independent woman. Okay? And it's not to say, independent in a bad way. It's more so, you have to think in more African traditions and more indigenous traditions, women are typically more, I ain't gonna say more masculine, but they're more of the leader, okay? Whereas in America, you know, in our culture, we tend to think that men have to be, you know, the powerhouse. When in these other, you know, cultures and traditions and everything, women been doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Women are known as being the healers, being the matriarch of the family, you know, the keeper of secrets, you know, the people who take care of the whole family, feed the whole family. So let's be clear, like, that's the energy that you're going to embody. It's like you're trying to, but you're not really. I'm gonna be very frank with you. You're giving messy. You don't want to give messy, okay? You want people to think of you as a wise counsel. You don't want people to think, I don't want her knowing my business because she talked too much. That's what it's given, okay? So, overall, this ancestor that's around you, very positive energy, very loving energy. It's a grandmother, for sure. It wouldn't be like a grandmother probably recently deceased. It would be a very, very old, probably like an ancient. I don't want to say ancient. Only reason I say ancient is because of the clothes that she's wearing, okay? So this will probably be an ancestor in Africa, or if you have Indian in your family. I don't really know your ancestry, but I do know that this ancestor came forth in tribal wear. So this is letting me know she is very old, okay? So this wouldn't be somebody, you know, from the 1900s, 1800s. It'd probably be maybe 1800s, but she's very royalty, high class, high status, okay? So if you ever have those tendencies or you feeling a little bougie, this is this ancestor. This will be this ancestor that's like, spend that money, it's coming back tenfold. This is that ancestor. She wants you to step into your prosperity. She doesn't want you to be this penny pincher, this person that's she's saying shopping at thrift stores. There's nothing wrong with shopping at thrift stores. I love thrifting. Me personally, I love thrifting. But this ancestor is saying it's time to take it up a notch, okay? It's almost like she wants you to stunt, okay? But in the most subtle way possible. So when you start to see these clothes and stuff like that, like these African prints and these big, like, elaborate earrings, like layered earrings that like dangle, get them. This ancestor is wanting you to get them, okay? Wow, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful message. Okay. Whew. She was ready to talk my ear off. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the next one. Your next question, which is, are you on the right path? Now, Miss Mamas. This alarms me, okay? Because you got the Seven of Swords card, and this lets me know it's a lot of deception, a lot of trickery, it's like gives me scammy energy, because that's what this card represents. You have this man in this card, and this card is very well known for this. You have this man who he's like, looks like a soldier, and he's like creeping off the side of the camp. So he's creeping off the side of this mountain. And he has 7 swords in his hand. And it's like, yeah, I'm getting away. So this card represents a person who is trying to get over. So I'm going to tell you what Spirit is telling me. And you take what resonates, okay? You got the someone really doesn't give a fuck card, okay? And then you got the daughter card. So, do you have kids? If so, and I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but I have to, okay? It could be a daughter, somebody that's deceiving you. This could be a partner. But somebody is getting over. I'm going to read to you the full description of this card. It represents deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, underhanded, scheming, dangerous, risky behavior, enemy masquerading as a friend, spying, lack of coincidence, strategy, resourceful, flexible, escaping detection, getting away with it, adaptable, courage, daring, sharp wit, mental manipulation, cunning, overly rational. Okay, so this person is like that. It's a person around you. Always has some strategy, always has some type of resourcefulness to them. Somebody is very logical, okay? Think about a person that's very, very logical. Like, you could talk about an idea and they're like, well, you can't do that because do you have the this for this? And just too logical, okay? There's somebody in your ear that's being very, very logical. Somebody that is actually causing you to lose, okay? This person is in your ear a lot. Maybe they're offering an opinion or some form of advice, quote unquote, air quotes. Don't listen, because this person is getting over on you, okay? You got the someone just really doesn't give a fuck card, okay? Then you got the discontent and boredom card. This could absolutely be a partner. This could be a daughter. This could be like a daughter figure, maybe a younger sister or something like that. In a general context, the Seven of Swords represents deception, lies, trickery, cheating, lack of coincidence. This card also signifies mental manipulation, tactics, scheming, cunning, enemies who masquerade as friends, and spies in your camp. It's a minor arcana card of dangerous or risky behavior, daring, courage, and staying ahead of the game. The Seven of Swords can also represent flexibility, adaptability, sharp wit, resourcefulness, being strategic, or being overly rational. This tarot card can also signify underhanded behavior, theft, burglary, fraud, dodgy deals, and a general lack of coincidence. It represents escaping detection and getting away with something. In a love tarot spread, if you're in a relationship, the Seven of Swords is not a great omen, as it can indicate deception, betrayal, lies, and cheating. This may be a sign of infidelity in the relationship. However, don't jump to conclusions when it appears, as it can indicate many types of deception, not just cheating. Perhaps one of you is not being honest about your feelings, or maybe trying to manipulate the other rather than being honest or upfront about what you want. This minor arcana card can also represent enemies masquerading as friends, so it can also signify a third party trying to stir trouble in your relationship. If you're single, the Seven of Swords indicates that you may meet someone who is deceitful and manipulative, so be careful. At the same time, it tells you that if you want a genuine, loving relationship, you need to resist the urge to play games with your potential partners and steer clear of people who play games with you. Period. Okay? You got the Seven of Swords. That's what that card was that I just read. Then you have someone just really doesn't give a fuck. You have the daughter card. You have the were you raised in a barn, which represents poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, impoliteness, and social grace required. So this person could easily be like a little ghetto, like, you know, y'all could go out to eat and they're just like acting childish, or either they're just loud, or, you know what I'm saying, just acting like they don't got no home training, okay? So this person, this is how you're going to know it's them. This is how they act. It's kind of like they're childish for their age. That's how you're going to know it's this person. This person acts like a child. This could be why you got the daughter card. But if you have a daughter or a younger sister, or somebody that is like a sister that, somebody that's like a daughter, they could get bored easily. They could be very like discontent, always complaining. Just pay attention for a person like that. You know, and 9 times out of 10, you will know who this person is, like right off the bat. You know, it really doesn't take that long to know. But I will say this person, is like dark skin. They might wear like twists in their hair or braids in their hair, like the individuals. Somebody very nonchalant. Somebody that just very nonchalant energy, okay? They just feel like they can say anything, do anything, like nobody can touch them, okay? So you really want to be careful of this person. And like Spirit was saying, if you don't know who this is now, if you're single now, or you don't know who this person can be coming in, okay? This person could be coming in. So you want to make sure you want to listen to what the big queen was saying when she said you need to focus on that self-love. That self-love and wearing the bright colors is going to attract somebody with a high vibration. Somebody that is not even going to be on that low level of cheating, trickery, scamming. That person don't cross their mind, okay? You could be the type of person who gets in relationships with people who you know are going to manipulate you. Like maybe you're dating a certain type and you know this type does not work for you. Maybe this type is younger, or maybe this type is like out to get your money or something like that. But let me tell you, this man is coming off of this cliff. He running off with somebody's shit, okay? And it ain't his. And he got this look on his face that's like, yeah, I just came up. Like, yeah, I'm out this bitch. That's exactly what he looks like. Like, he holding stuff in his arms. He got a little knapsack on his back. I mean, he is really getting on down this mountain with somebody else's shit. And don't give a fuck, okay? So, whenever you figure out who this person is and you cut this person off, don't give a fuck. Don't let them pull on your heartstrings, because they're going to use the fact, because you got the sweet as a Georgia peach card, kindness, tender care, charm, beauty. So this is you. You're very like kind and sweet. This person is going to try to use that. When you catch them red-handed, they're going to try to use that to further manipulate you. Do not let that shit happen, okay? Self-love is the best love. And like I said, the last part of what I was saying, don't be playing games with people. Don't be playing them little childish games. Like if you're talking to somebody or something, and like let's say y'all supposed to meet up or something, don't be on no childish stuff like just ghosting people or whatever. Don't be like that, because in return you're gonna attract that same thing. So let's say it's somebody that you feel like isn't your type. So let's say you're used to dating like guys who are a little younger than you, or who let's say like the pretty boys, okay? And you know that type tends to attract a certain type of energy, okay? So instead, let's say you have this man who is a gentleman that's older, more mature. He might not be your type per se, but let's say what he's bringing to the table is way more than what pretty boy bringing to the table. Let's say you would play games with him. In return, that would be your karma, okay? And I'm not just saying talk to anybody just because they're a nice guy or whatever the case may be. No. But at the same time, don't play games with people, because you're going to attract that same energy back to you, okay? So, yeah, it's definitely somebody around you that is... I'm going to just say this. Make sure you changing your password. Make sure you change your passwords on your money, anything dealing with your money. Make sure nobody has access to that. And if they do, go ahead and change your passwords, order new cards, do whatever you need to do, because I'm telling you, it's somebody that's finna steal from you, or somebody that has already stole from you. And then we ain't talking about no little amount, okay? We're talking about a significant something, okay? So if this person is not here, they're definitely either on their way in the picture, or this could just be a warning letting you know to not do that type of stuff, okay? So this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions or you want any more clarity. Well, I actually, before I stop, I did want to, Spirits, kind of like pull one more oracle card. Spirits, anything else that you want her to know? Okay. Messages channeled via dreams. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, okay? Pay close attention to your dreams. I was picking up on this earlier in the reading when they were talking about this person who is deceitful. If you don't know who this person is, what you can do is write a letter to your spirit guides and your ancestors and ask them to reveal this person to you. They're going to show you what this person looks like, okay? So do not be afraid when they actually answer your request, because that is how they work. They are very, very much so tapped into your energy. They're very much so around you. A lot of maternal energy, okay? Remember, be bold, okay? Don't be afraid to be beautiful. And then when these people start complimenting you and talking about how beautiful you are, stop acting like that. Like, come on now. Just stop. Stop. Like, I'm ready to pop you. When people are coming up to you, complimenting you, I don't know if this is happening now or if this spirit's just saying it's going to happen in the future. Once you about to do a makeover on yourself. You about to like totally like get a whole new wardrobe and everything. So this is what you need to be doing. So this ancestor is basically saying when these men and even women start saying, oh my God, you are so beautiful. Like, are you foreign? People are going to think you're foreign. people are going to think you're foreign. Ain't that crazy? But people are going to look at you like a symbol of beauty. Okay? Let me take a picture of these cards so you can see. I'm not playing. This is for real, for real. But this ancestor is just saying that they're going to be making contact with you in your dreams. So definitely, when you finish listening to this reading, pull you out a piece of paper. Maybe go to the park or go sit in the backyard. Somewhere where you can get some fresh air and you're outside in nature. And write them a letter. Just start off by saying, I'm so thankful that you guys gave me that message. I truly appreciate it. Just let them know you're grateful for the message. Let them know, if you don't know who this person is that is deceiving you or is about to deceive you, to please reveal it to you in your dreams and watch what happens, okay? All right, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions. You know how to reach me. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Bye.